Man, we back. Can you hear me now?
I can. I can. We just went on a commercial break.
Damn, commercial break, man. God damn, man. Commercial breaks. Okay, look. So check it. Go ahead. Okay, so let me ask you a question. You said something about the equality part. Let's get back to that part, right?
Equality as far as sexual partners, yes.
Hey, let me tell you why it's not. Let me tell you why I feel like it's a little different when it comes to women, right? Women and men. It's a little different only because I feel like you guys have. I think what you have is a little bit more sacred, right? It's a little bit more sacred. I think a man's. I think because you are receivers, you have more to lose. You get what I'm saying? So
And that
I don't think you
is
should. I don't think you should. I don't think you should lose that because men doing that.
and I
You
that
know
is
what I
the
mean?
conditioning of this society. I'm drinking sparkling water and excuse me.
Right.
So I hear you and I know that is to be true.
Right.
But it's not gonna stop a woman from sleeping with you if you've been a male whore. And it's really not gonna stop a man from sleeping with a woman if she's a female whore.
Hmm.
So what is the big deal? It's
Right.
just
Right.
talk. And
It's
that's
just
what
tough.
that's my gripe with this, Mark, is because people want to always put somebody down, but you don't know who I've been in the bedroom with. People thought I slept with you, and we've never had sex. I've never seen your naked body ever. I don't want
Right. What the
to.
hell?
It's so gross. You're like my brother. I've never seen. Oh, I have brothers. I don't want to sleep. It's stupid.
Yeah.
People, people are just stupid, right? People want the same things. They want love, they want respect, they want honesty, they want all this stuff, but they want to heat somebody up. There is a young lady that I know that I used to work out with, and she is the cutest little button, right? She cute, she's sweet. I call her light bulb.
Hmm.
And just because she's around certain guys, they automatically assume that she having sex with them. They don't know what she's done.
Right. Right.
They don't
Right.
know her
Right.
business, but they always, oh, she doing this and she doing that and she do. Why do y'all care? Y'all ain't got nothing going on in y'all bedroom. The child want to know what she doing in hers, and as far as I'm concerned, she ain't never did shit. It's just
Hmm.
make believe that people like to talk shit because they ain't got shit going on.
Right. 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 You think there's a lot of lonely people out there?
Absolutely, because they create facades. And they
Mm.
get in these situations where they just forcing themselves on just anybody, and you don't have nothing in common. Y'all sleep in separate beds. Y'all don't have a healthy sex life. I grew up in a with my mom and dad, and when I started having sex, and my sister probably would kill me if she listened to this podcast, but this ain't a podcast for her. I started asking my mom and dad questions, and they told me because I used to be like this. I'm interested because me and my mom were close, and I would be like, "Mom, I am interested in sex. Do you and Dad do this? Do you and Dad do that?" And she was like, "Yes, we have a very healthy relationship. We have a very healthy sex life." And my mom would tell me things.
Mhm.
And that's how I started exploring. And I was respectful, of course, to my mom. And then sometimes I like to buck the system and I'd be like this, Mama, do you do the look? She'd
Mhm.
be like, get the fuck out of my room.
All right. So you was very inquisitive about sex as a young age.
Absolutely, because
Mhm.
I started being interested in sex at a young age.
When was your first sexual experience? Age.
I was in college.
And how old were you?
I don't remember that was that long ago. I'm in
Damn.
college again.
You remember
I
your
was in
first
college.
time you got you know?
I think I was probably like 20. I think I was
Yeah.
20.
I was a late starter too. I was 19. You wouldn't even believe that, would you?
Uh, I,
It was 19.
actually, I would. And this is the thing, Mark. This is can I know you.
Go ahead. We can talk.
So you and I talk about a lot of things,
Yes.
and you really are a one woman man, but
Okay, explain. What do you
wha-
mean?
you really don't like you really don't like dating a lot of women, but you got hurt by a situation when you were married. You shared that with me. I'm not gonna get we not gonna share this with Facebook, but I'm gonna say that situation hurt you. I've been through a divorce. you've been through a divorce, so that was some things that we talked about. And so
Hmm.
you started seeking, and you're like, I don't want to settle down with anybody. This
Right.
was the same thing that several of the guys that I am friends with talked to me
Hmm.
about. Like, it is, I don't want to be just with one woman because I want to find the right one.
Hmm.
And people don't know how to date. I know how to
Right.
date. I go out with a lot of guys. I kick
Right.
it. I kick it, but they are not my man.
Hmm.
It's just I want to have a good time with them.
Right.
I date myself. I date my friends. A date is really just planning stuff to have a good time with an individual. But what we do with dating is we fucking, we sucking, we doing this,
And
and
we
we don't
ducking.
get.
We fucking sucking and ducking.
Yeah, that's the thing. We start ducking because we automatically think it's about fucking. See,
Right.
dating is to get to know somebody. Mark, when I met you, you were dating and you were exhausted. You're like, I gotta stop this shit because this fucking
It's
lady
too much.
crazy. It's this fucking people, this fucking this
Right.
her. And I was like, okay, Mark. And then we would talk about it, and I'd be like, how do you really feel? What do you really like? What don't you like? Because not only do I know men very well, I grew up in a family where it's a lot of men. I got some fine uncles
Hmm.
and cousins and brothers, and they talked to me about the real. I had a father who talked to me about the real. I had a mama who talked to me about the real. My uncle taught me how to fight because he like, you a little girl, so I know how to
Hmm.
street fight. And then now I'm a professional boxer. See, you know what I'm saying? Or
Hmm.
I'm a certified boxer. I'm always asking the questions because I want to know the truth and the real about people.
Hmm. Yeah.
People, when they date, they bring their representatives.
Yeah, but you know what? I think I was the opposite of that. I think I when I dated, it was I bought me, authentically me, and I never really wanted to hide who I was because I just wanted to just say, okay, this is what I am, and take it or leave it. I'm a
Okay,
take it or
so
leave it
Mark,
guy.
I'm gonna say this.
Go ahead. I
You
don't go
got to
ahead.
be there because I would say the same thing to you. I remember talking to you, Hassan, and my brother one day at my house.
Right.
And I told y'all, be brutally honest with the women
Brutally
and you'll
honest.
find out if
Right.
they can hang or not.
Right.
But they lie. They lie. Cause
Yeah.
they act like they got the big girl panties on, but a lot of women don't. Because
Right.
they say, I'll just date, you can date whoever you want. And soon as they see you dating another woman, they want to fight the other woman. Women, start fucking these dudes up. Why you mad at her? She don't know nothing about you.
Yeah. I
Or if
mean.
she do, she might be mature enough. Or if y'all going at it because of him, you are the problems. This is why the men don't have to invest in you because they like, oh, they fighting over us. It's more, it's 8 billion people on this planet. 8
Mhm.
billion people.
Right.
It is half and half. And actually, it is more men than women.
You think
But
so?
women get one penis and that's all they want to ride. No.
Don't be
Get to
advocating for
know.
these women to be giving up their. What are you
I'm
doing?
not saying give it up. I'm saying you want to fight over a lot of these
Right.
women. You go on one date and you mad at another woman because he dating. Set your boundaries up. I
Hmm.
set my boundaries up. I
Hmm.
set my boundaries up. It's me and you. Okay, then it's me and you. You dating other people, then I'm dating other people. Don't mean I'm fucking them.
Up
It
front.
means that
You got to do that up front, right? Up front, right? Right.
yep.
Right. You don't think that's yeah, a lot of people aren't. Well, I'll say you think I think that's hard for us men, like because we don't want you to go possibly fuck somebody else, right? I'm not saying it's fair, but when you first meet a woman, we may not be as authentic as we should, but we should men set boundaries and parameters because at the end of the day, when you do stuff, you can always tell the person, I told you. You know what I mean? Like
Yes, but this
you
is the
gotta
thing,
always
Mark.
have that,
People
right?
will say this is when somebody asked me this question in my inbox. Can you discuss the games that men play?
Okay, go ahead. I want to hear this.
If men were brutally honest, that
Mhm.
holds the woman accountable. But
Right,
if you play games and you don't tell the truth, that holds you accountable, right?
right,
But
right,
then also the woman, we got to start paying attention to our intuition because we know when a
mhm,
when a person is not being honest.
right.
Because you men don't know how to move like women do.
Yeah,
If I was a
yeah,
cheater, I would be a really good one.
yeah.
And
Y'all
I ain't
win the
talking
cheating
about
contest.
I'm saying because I don't change. I'm the same. But men, y'all don't know how to move. Y'all don't know how to move. And I got a girl code. So one of my friends is texting me and telling me I'm talking too much and don't be telling the code.
Oh man, listen, ain't no calls. We sharing information. We trying to make everybody better.
Very true. But I really want women to start respecting themselves more.
Right.
I really do. I don't. I'm so sick of women fighting each other over men. Stop doing that stupid shit. It's
Mhm.
too many men. And I will say this: my preference is black men. I've never dated outside my race, but it's
Right.
plenty of straight, professional, dope ass black men. I got them. I got some friends on lock. I'm in St. Louis, and I'm like, I got a whole family full of them. I'm like my cousin, my brother. I don't know what his situation is because I don't get in his business,
Who your
but
brother?
my brother, one brother is married, my other brother isn't, and
I know your
I want
brother.
to. You know my brother, sure.
That's good. Hey, that's my man.
And
That's my man.
I will say this: when I am in choosing somebody, I really let my brothers and my uncles and cousins meet them because they
That's
know
a good
men.
idea. So,
And
so women should have the opposite sex to let them in on what's going on. I think that to have a dude, I think for women to have a guy that's genuinely straight up, not a hating ass dude, can give you some insight on the persons you're dealing with. I think you need to have a neutral
not a
friend.
hating ass dude. See, it's my
Right,
brothers and my uncles and cousins, so they're not trying to sleep with me. So it's a
right,
difference. A hating ass dude gonna talk shit about
right,
the other dude. He doing it. That's stupid. That's bitch. That's a bitch to me.
right.
But my brothers be like, I think you need to check him because watch him. Do this, do this. So I have become very balanced in my masculinity because I got schooled by
Is it
some
balancing
people
her
who used to
masculinity?
my uncle is passed away. A couple of my uncles have passed away. And when I tell you they were not the most faithful men.
Hmm.
And these my OG uncles, right? And my family, we the coolest family ever. And they would say things to me like my one uncle called me Marilyn Monroe, and he passed away a couple
Wow.
years ago. Because of the way I move, because I'd be like, huh, I don't care, ain't shit.
Hmm.
What? Because I was taught that you should never be jealous of anybody. You should always know who you are. Check your
Hmm.
own receipts. And so my uncles would tell me, watch this, see how he do this. Don't do watch how I do this. So they would have me with them all the time. So I would see the uncles how they move. So I know a hoe when I see a hoe
Right.
from a
Oh,
man.
you said
And
that?
I
Yeah.
also know women too very well.
Right.
And I just got schooled on it. And when I tell you my uncles really taught me how to be a feminine, but how to operate in my masculinity in the best way. I am the I'm balanced. I operate in my divine femininity. I'm a divine femininity coach. I also am I'm an educated thug. So I hang around a
Yeah.
lot of guys. I hang around a
You
lot of
should have
guys.
wore. You should have wore the grill. I meant to tell you to wear the grill out here,
You know
but
what?
you should have wore the grill.
I so
Wear the
I have
grill
been
next time.
listen, I have been preparing for you, but I just had such a full day today because I was gonna come with my grills and my cap back, and
No,
we
it's
was
okay.
just
We're gonna
go.
bring you in. Matter of fact, I got a group of people coming, men and women. So I'm gonna bring you on
Okay.
that. But then you bring wear them then. So okay, so what are some of the things, some of the questions they ask us your inbox? Like, what are some of the questions, like especially if it's geared toward men? Maybe I can get some insight. Like what?
Okay, so I have written some of the questions down.
Good.
So
That's
the
good.
game, how do you play the game? You shouldn't play games. Be
Okay.
real. If you're with somebody that you can't be honest with, then you not that's not sealing the deal because that means if you start with the games and the lies, you got to do that for the rest of your life. And you talking about you want to be with this person, you end in the relationship before you get it started. And I think people have to be confident in themselves enough to tell the truth. I have the in Atlanta. He's no longer in Atlanta, but my neighbor, his name is Ryan.
Hmm.
Ron and I talk about the realest shit all the time.
Mhm.
Ron is the most handsome man. He will not date me because he says I'm like his daughter. But he hips me to the game. Like he teaches me about things that men like cigars or
How old is he?
shit. I don't know. Ron looked like he 45, but
Yeah, he's older than
he'll
you
lie
think.
about his age
Okay.
and say he
Uh,
like 70 or 80. I don't know, but Ron,
oh, okay.
he's a man. I'm surprised you haven't met him. But because he used to hang out at my house a lot.
Right.
But I always try to fix him up. But I to this day I'll tell Ron, you sure you don't want to marry me? He be like, nah.
Right.
But I I was talking to him because, and I hope Ryan, if he's on here, because he's the type that will listen in on this because he likes this kind of conversation because we always have real conversations. And I introduced him to this lady,
Mhm.
and he dates. He dates. He is selective about who he sleeps with. He been there, done it. He ain't no hoe, nothing.
Mhm.
But he is a man though, right? And he had gone on a few dates with this woman. Brian, don't kill me if you listening. He gonna kill me, but so he goes on a few dates with this woman, and they have a date, and then they end up at his house.
Mhm.
And he reaches to either touch her, and I only know his side of the story, but
Mhm.
and he reaches to touch her, and she does this.
Mhm. Right.
How old are you, lady? You can't hold his hand. You don't want affection. You don't want, and eventually you're gonna have sex. Eventually you're gonna have to sleep in the same bed. Eventually you're gonna have to grow the fuck up. And a lot of women play coy and ignorant, and you know you want, you've been with this man, y'all haven't he wants sex. And so
Yeah.
the game was flipped on this woman. You play coy and then you lose out. So I want people to start being straight up and upfront. Because if you do that, you kill all the games.
Kill all of it.
I am very upfront. I tell people,
Mhm.
I ask the questions, how many times you want to have sex? What do you
You be
like?
asking, you ask the
I,
man
I
that?
I do. If we are in a relationship and I'm saying to, if we're saying to each other that we're going to be exclusive,
Okay, I see what
I
you're
want to know
saying.
what you want.
Okay. Okay.
I want to know what, and I want to tell you what I'm going to tell you. I don't like that. Don't do that to me. That might have worked for you and whoever, but it's not working for me. I don't like certain things because it's just not sexy to me. And then people get caught up in this. We got to be so sexy, and you sexy in the act of sex. Sex is beautiful to me. And
Mhm.
it should be beautiful as you're working towards getting sex. That's why it's dating, getting to know each other,
Each other.
going to dinner,
Explore.
going here, going
It's
there, getting
explore. It's
sexy. Yeah,
exploration.
it's exploration, the whole process. That's
Right.
why I don't sleep with somebody on the first date. I can't say that I didn't sleep with them quickly, what you may think is quickly,
Mhm.
but I know what I want. I know who I am.
Mhm.
And I'm going to ask my man everything. What you like? Can we try this? I told you I'm me and my business partner, we are creating some sex toys that satisfy both. I think that people should be adventurous in their sanction. I think that you
Mhm.
should explore everything in your bedroom. I don't think the world needs to know everything you do in your bedroom. It ain't none of their business.
Mhm.
So if you ever decide you want your touched, then
Mhm.
nobody should know. That's
Right.
not a conversation. That's if we, I'm a spiritual healer. I'm a shaman. If we take it deeper spiritually, it says you don't divide. I mean, you can't defy what the world says about your
Sexual
covenant.
preference. Right. Right. Covenant for
A
person.
covenant
Right.
is a covering. Cover.
Mhm.
Stop telling. I don't share. I got one confident, and I've known my best friend since we were 13 or 14. She is the only one that I will share all of my sexual things with. I trust my sister like that, but my sister, that's not her preference. I don't know what she's done in her sex life, but she will talk to me about private things because she can trust me. But only one person that I will give my stuff too. And then when I'm advising women, I tell them, be free. This is a business and this is a profession that I'm in because I want people to be healed from sexual trauma, but I also want relationships to last because I believe in family. I believe in
Right.
marriage. I believe in the institution of marriage. I don't believe in I gotta sleep with a whole bunch of men. That's not me. And but I'm not knocking a woman that I got one friend, she cold. She operates in her masculinity. She cold. But now she's like, I don't want to do that. That ain't me no more. I'm ready to settle down. I'm like, okay, go settle down. Have a nice life. But you will
Mm-mm.
never know that this girl is a hoe. And some women let people know they a hoe because they get mad and jealous and then they want to sleep with everybody because they ignorant. That's ignorance. That's a different situation. That's a mental case and you need a therapist.
Mm. So okay, what would you say to men? So let me ask you a question. When it comes to sex and dating, right there, like if you had like say for instance, you were a big sister to which I'm sure you are a big sister, but to the world you're the big sister to all the men. What would you say men need to look out for blank while dating? What do we need to look out for while dating a woman?
You need to look out for a woman, and this is where the women are going to not agree with me because this
They'll
world
be all right.
has they will be. I don't care. Check my receipts. I have plenty of things going on in my life.
Right.
You will never know what the fuck is going on with me because I don't talk too much. So this is the thing that women or men should look for. Who are the women surrounding themselves with?
Mm.
Because a confident woman is going to surround herself with confident women. And if
Mm-hmm.
a confident woman is around non-confident people and you don't see a difference in them, right? You don't see I had a friend that I used to hang out with, and one of my friends last night said this. He said, yeah, I was an odd mix because of her decisions, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
He says, everybody kind of knew that you were, but I was like, I was trying to help her elevate. And if you can't see the difference in the levels of character, then you don't want that kind of woman. Because if she weak and she want to please her friends and she telling all your business, she ain't covering you. So watch
Right.
how she talks, watch how she moves.
Right.
uh Men, they like visuals. So the truest statement in a song, you can't trust a big butt and a smile.
Mm-hmm.
Because women talk shit like men do, because they lie on themselves too. Like they'll act like they didn't slept with you and they haven't. They'll act
Mm-hmm.
like they didn't and they did.
Right. Right.
I am I just I think that that's the biggest thing that men should pay attention to. Who is this woman?
Who she
And a
and
lot,
who surround her? I like that
yep.
one.
And then think about what the conversation is like. If you
Mm-hmm.
can't tell a woman, and I have a relationship, right? And he has told me, I don't like what you're wearing. And then I
Mm-hmm.
ask him, why don't you like it? And we get into these conversations, and I'm okay with changing it up
Mm-hmm.
for him because he's right. Like this was my ex-husband. We're cool now. But
Right.
he is right because he's like, I don't it just make you look this kind of way and this kind of way. And most women be like, oh, he did. And I'm like, all right, you a man, you got the eye. And then his idea, this was my ex-husband's idea. I want everybody in the room to think you fucking amazing. You a trophy.
Mm-hmm.
A woman should be confident enough to know who she is. I know I'm fly. I know I'm fabulous. I love fashion. My man telling me I don't like this. I was overweight when I was married. Guess what he bought me? A gym
What?
membership. I was like, thank you. Didn't wasn't even offended. And so they have to be able to accept the real them. Men often get these women that are not equally yoked to them.
Mm-hmm.
And equally yoked means spiritually aligned. A yoke is what they used to put
For
around
ox.
for ox.
Yeah.
And it sounds bad, but
Mm-hmm.
it means that I can hold you up. See, the woman is the neck in the relationship and the man is the head. This is where women probably won't agree with me. And I make sure that I'm holding my man's head up so he can do
See.
what, yeah, so he can see and he can conquer. and then he'll bring all his conquerings home to me, and then we plow the land together. I'm a cannabis cultivator. I want
Hmm.
my man to know how to plow and get things straight out in the streets. And I be telling all my guy friends, let them women look at you.
Right.
I
Right.
don't care. I'm not. You got to look for the confident women if you want a strong, solid woman. You had a confident woman, but you weren't ready.
Who you talking about?
I'm not telling
Me?
people. Yes, you had
No,
a
you talking
confident
about
woman.
me? I had the confident woman.
You
Am I
had a
ready for it?
confident woman,
Yeah.
and yes, and she cut your ass off because, and you told me this because you said you weren't ready, but y'all had a
Right.
conversation, and y'all
Right.
are really cool, but y'all got
I
to be
wonder
on
who
the
that
same
is.
page.
Go ahead. I'm
Y'all got
sorry.
to be on the same page, Mark. Cause
Right.
see, the same page is I'm dating, you dating. I'm not dating anybody. You not dating nobody.
Hmm.
Here we go.
Hmm.
But people are not often on the same page because they don't want to tell the truth because they're not confident in who they are. They get desperate and then they think it's only one man and it's plenty, or it's only one woman and it's plenty.
Right.
It's
So let me ask you. So okay. So what should women look out for while dating? If you was give advice to women, what would that be?
show and prove.
What
That's
do you
my
mean?
that's my favorite thing. A man will show you and prove to you who they are. You don't have to
Hmm.
chase nobody.
Hmm.
Many years ago, I had this friend, and this guy is my friend to this day. And because I was in a fucked up situation here, he was in a fucked up situation.
Right.
We just was really cool, and we just hung out. Right? I was grieving, he was grieving, and we never crossed the line. But I started listening to what people would say. He like you like him, he like you, he like it, and I'm like, I don't like him, he don't like me. But I felt like I thought he should like me, because
Hmm.
what man don't like me, right? Like, well, how you don't want me to me?
Right.
And I was talking to one of my dear friends, and she said, he's not into you, Shanae. And
Right. Somebody to be real.
I was like, damn, you're right. And it's no big deal because
Mm.
he wasn't into anybody then. And then he started dating other people, and
Mm.
he and I stopped being cool because the women couldn't handle our friendship. But he moved on. He doing his damn thing, and we cool again because he is really my dog, my friend. Like, I fucking love
Mhm.
this dude. But women have to start looking for what they are showing, and then you'll get the proof.
Yeah, because men will show you if they really like you, they're gonna show you. Then they're gonna coach you,
You don't have to do
right?
that much work.
The
You
right the man that's doing all the talking 9 times out of 10, and not really showing anything is usually not on their shit, right? They're just trying to get whatever they can. Typically, if a man really locks in with you, he's gonna make you feel comfortable by telling you his every move, but also showing it too as well. Like
So
we're
I
gonna
just
we're
got
gonna
a
put
I
that
just
there.
got a text, and somebody is asking me
What's up?
to help explain to their husband
Okay.
why anal sex is
Oh no.
painful. And okay, let me answer this question, Mark, because see, I know this is an uncomfortable situation for you.
No, they ain't. Hey, go ahead.
So
I'm listening.
she's asking me what my thoughts are on anal sex. In the
Okay.
bedroom, anal sex is for you and your husband, right?
Okay.
Because they're married. And she asked me not to say her name. Okay. So to have anal sex, you have to be prepared for it. So it's not a glamorous thing. But I would say you got to relax. You got to get out of your head,
Hmm.
and you have to use a lubricant, and you will find pleasure in that experience. And if he is interested in you using your tongue, then he just needs to relax and get out of his head. But he will really enjoy it because it is a pleasure point.
No, okay.
You asked me to answer answer questions.
I just
That's
said
okay.
okay.
I
That's
just
for
said
that
you weren't,
question.
huh?
That was for right because originally we had questions. We're gonna answer all the questions that we
Okay,
can.
so because I do have plans
I'm
tonight, so
listening.
we've been on for almost an hour. So we got questions. What questions you got? Are you wanting to bring some people on, or what?
No, no,
What's
I
the
got some. I want to play a little game for you before you go.
okay?
All right, so it's I call this one this or that, right? So
Somebody
it's
just
gonna
said you need to have me back on because they didn't get you ain't answering the questions. Is it a group chat or something? What's happening?
yeah, it's probably is what it is that no, what it is that Everybody's in here talking stuff. It's a whole bunch of chats over here. No,
Well,
but
what they
no,
saying? Because I can't see anything. Everybody, I can't see anything. I don't know. Mark is running this show. I'm just.
okay. So I
People
put
are
some stuff
sending me.
up to you. Okay. So this is the part where I come back and do some of the questions. Then y'all put the questions in the chat down here. Okay, so let me give you. Here's a comment right here. You see this comment right here? I think that
I can't
I
see it. I just see it's
okay.
Keisha
I'm gonna read
Nicole.
this. I think
Okay.
what's missing for a lot of women is and men is their lives like you, Sinead. Teach us what you know. The type of teaching could help a lot of women as far as when it comes to like I don't know. Elaborate on that because I'm
No,
like,
I want to respond to Keisha Nicole
go yeah,
because
go ahead. That's what I'm
that's really
saying.
valid. So Keisha, and I hope I'm getting the question right. So she's saying that people need to learn, women need to learn. Yes, women
Hmm.
need to stop being victims,
Hmm.
and they need to start being the superheroes in their own life. Because if you value yourself, because we have been programmed to not value who we are, especially black women. And I want to talk to black women, and Mark, we'll go to the next question, but I want to address this. Black women, we are the lowest on the totem pole in society, but we're not. We are amazing. We got style, we got flavor, we got flavor. I love when I see a sister and we be like, "You look good, girl. You look good." Crown fixed, right?
Hmm.
And when women, we have been so conditioned that it's scarcity in the black community. It's not.
Right.
I have been in St. Louis, and since I've been here going to school, and I'm back and forth. I went out on several dates before I met someone that I really like, right?
Hmm.
And I don't have to give up my body. I don't have to give up my body to um please myself or be with a man. If you don't like me, I'm cutting you off. If that's all you want, that's all you want. These inboxes be blowing up with I'm gonna take you shopping. I'm worth more than some shoes, baby. Buy me the mall. And I stand on that. Like my kids say, I have some kids that I work with. Clock that T. They call me that girl. They be like, clock that T, Miss Red. Because I always teach the girls, don't sell yourself short. Don't sell yourself short. Know who you are. And I'm telling you, if more women stop fighting other women for the men
Hmm.
would get their acts together, and the women would probably meet somebody that's standing on business.
Okay, this is what Keisha Nicole was saying, and I know she still mistyped it wrong. I was saying we need women in our lives like Shanae. She said men, but women in our lives like Shanae to help us to what men do and what it actually means. Here's the thing. And I'm gonna say this before you. I'm gonna say you can say you can say something after this. There's no way in the world another woman is gonna. She can give you some ideas of her own experience, but she'll never be able to tell you what actually it means. Because sometimes it was men. Some of the stuff we do, we don't even know why we do it, right? So no other woman is gonna be able to really put you on point. She can give you experiences
Well,
and
I
you
can
can
tell
learn
you
off
why you're
those
wrong
experiences.
because I'm a therapist and I practice this and I study it. But I will say,
Okay,
um,
so like what? Like give me an example.
well, I will say that a lot of what I feel like Keisha, send me a message, girl, because we can talk.
Okay,
Because
go ahead.
the thing is, women are really in touch with themselves, but they are so imprisoned to societal norms that they don't really want to tell the truth.
You said women
And
don't or men don't? I'm sorry.
women don't. So,
Okay.
but men, y'all kind of got a one track mind. It's really easy. Men aren't as complex as women, and women we should
No,
be
right.
complex. We got a lot going on with our bodies, with our hair, with
Mhm.
all the stuff that we got going on. But if you please yourself and stop trying to please him or her, and you pleasing you, then you ain't gonna you gonna be free because you're gonna be like, I'm not standing for this stupid shit.
Well, you just need
I
to
stand on
separate
what I
yourself,
say.
but don't let right, but separate yourself, but don't lower your standards because another person is doing some fuck shit. Just leave.
Absolutely. And we
Right.
beg that one person. So this is why I don't think that women should have sex on the first date because
Why?
it's very emotional. Women are so
Oh, let me
emotional.
mute
It's
your
a
mic. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm just
that's
messing
me.
with you.
A lot of women they say they about it, but they not about it. Because most women want the marriage, they want the wedding. I don't want to get married again. I didn't want children. And I had a mom that I would talk to this stuff about. I did not want that fake stuff. I wanted to see the world. I wanted to be a businesswoman, and now I want a man that can be confident in who I am as a woman.
Right, right, right.
Do
So
we have
look,
any other questions, Mark? Because we've been on here for
I
first
know.
hour
Okay,
was
so no, but look, this is what we do. But hey, listen, I'm on your time. Let me do this real quick, and we'll do this. I got some questions for you, because this is a little bit more about Shanae right here. So it's called this or that. It's gonna be one or the other. All right, this or that.
okay.
I'm gonna ask you, give you. I got. I'm gonna see how this go. So I'm gonna start off with something easy. Do you prefer arms or chest of a man? Arms or chest?
Oh, that's a hard one.
Why is
Arms,
that hard?
because I like a good chest, but I notice arms first.
Right. Okay. All right. Top or bottom during sex? Top or bottom? Which one do you enjoy?
Um, both, but if I had to choose, I want to be on top first.
Okay. All right. While kissing, tongue or no tongue?
Tongue,
Okay. Blindfold or handcuffs? If you had to make a choice.
handcuffs.
Oh, why handcuffs?
Because I like to see it. It's such a beautiful art to me. Like when I am having sex with a man, I
Hmm.
want to. I love India Ari, and I
Hmm.
used to work in the music industry, and I met her when she first started,
Hmm.
and we had this vibe session, and we she started talking. We had this similar conversation, and her song "Brown Skin." You
Hmm.
know I love your brown. I love how I can't tell where yours ends or yours
Hmm.
begins. I just wanted the intermixing of
You
it.
want to
So I
see
want to
it?
see it. I want to see it. I want to see
Uh,
everything. I am a visual
yeah.
person too. I'm looking. I want to look. I like when men have that V. You ain't asked the right questions because I like that V right there.
Hey, look, check this out. Check this out. So, fellas, guess what? Don't. Hey, look, if you with Sinead, don't put no blindfold on. She might stick some up your ass. All
No,
right, next
I wouldn't do
question.
that. I wouldn't do that. If the man that I'm dating isn't comfortable with that, I'm not going to explore that with him. But I will tell you that a man that dates me is going to eventually explore everything with me because I make it very safe and comfortable, and nobody is going to be in my bedroom business at all.
All right, so check it. Okay, morning sex or late night sex? Which one do you like?
Late night
Late night. Okay.
because it goes into the morning. So
So you almost get on, but you almost get on both of them, right?
yep, you just the
Look,
best of
look,
both
look,
worlds.
look. Kevin said, "Look, my man Kevin said cuffs. Like, do you prefer cuffs?"
Yes, I do. I don't know Kevin, but tell Kevin if you must know cuffs are exciting if you do it in the right way. You ain't I'm not about S&M because I think that's dumb to beat
Uh-huh.
somebody up. I know I have people who are interested in that and who do that. That's not for me. I don't want my face beat up. I don't want what's that movie? The Gray Thing. That wasn't my jam. Although I have some friends that and some colleagues that are into it, not my thing.
All
But
right.
if you must know, if both of you are handcuffed at the same time, it could lead to a very exciting experience.
Well, who gonna let who out? How am I gonna put them on?
Because you have the one handcuffed and you have the other, and then you keep the key close. And
Mm.
if y'all in a safe space, y'all
You
can
talking
do
about handcuffing
anything.
each other? Handcuffing each other.
Like you got two sets of handcuffs,
Uh
right?
huh. Okay.
And y'all or you can handcuff each other. It's so many things that you could do. You can do handcuffs with a chair. It's so many things that you could do.
All right. So okay. So leads into this one: dominant partner or submissive? Which one are
Submissive.
you?
I'm
Submissive. Okay.
submissive.
Leather or
I'm
lace?
very girly. I don't want to be the man in the relationship. I want my
No, no.
man
I'm
to
talking about
dominate.
doing sex.
That's what I'm saying. I'm very girly
Dominant.
during
Okay.
sex.
Got you.
I'm very soft. I'm very vulnerable. I mean, we talk about what we want, but
Hmm.
I want a man to be I'm a strong woman, so I need a strong man.
Hmm. Leather or lace?
Ooh. Lace. I'm a lacy girl.
Like, why you
I'm a
ooh?
lacy
What's
girl.
the ooh? What's the ooh
Because
for?
I like leather in the outside world going on a date. Like I got a cute little leather
Right.
dress or some
But in
leather
the
pants, but
bedroom,
I'm very feminine in the bedroom. I'm very feminine
so you
in the
got the
bedroom.
lace, huh?
Yeah, very
Are you?
lacy.
Would you rather give or receive sexually? Are you a giver or you a receiver?
I'm a giver. I'm a giver.
Okay.
But I
Okay.
like to
Okay.
receive, but I'm okay with giving if my partner isn't like If he's not into it, we're gonna explore it and get him there.
Mhm.
But that's not a deal breaker for me.
Music on or music off during sex?
Both. Let me say this. I like music. Let me say this. I like music,
Uh-huh.
but I like the sounds of our bodies and the breath and
Mhm.
how that feels. And sometimes people get caught up in the words and the lyrics of music. I want to create my own music.
Yeah, I like to hear. Yeah, the music is in during the moment. You know, I would prefer sex without music because I just like the sound of the sex.
And then
Right.
and this is probably telling too much, but I like
No, it ain't.
conversation. I like conversation, and I like
Oh.
that we can be laugh, or we can be cool, or we can talk shit, or we
Mhm.
can just get raunchy
Yeah.
with it. Like I don't think that people should be one way in the bedroom all the time, because that gets boring, and that's why a lot of people be like, "Oh, I'm gonna go out and find something else." That's why I think that people should explore continuously. In a relationship. You don't have to go out and find a good sexual partner. If y'all are mentally and spiritually connected,
Hmm.
then y'all should be able to enjoy each other all the time. I had this couple that I really love, and I don't say anybody's name because it's really
Right.
personal. But he passed away, but they were sexy, and they were like they're like in their 80s, right? And they were sexy, and they had a very healthy sex life. And when I tell you, they were some good looking people.
Hmm.
I love that. You can still have a they were fit, they were healthy, and they just got older, and he got tired and said, "I'm going to go on to be the glory." And she went with him. So,
So
sex is
and
is everlasting.
man, listen, and with that being said, you do, fellas. I'm gonna say this real quick, and then I got two more for you, but I'm gonna say this for the fellas. It's your duty, like if you with someone, and if you have issues with, getting your penis up, go get some help.
Yeah,
You know
and
what I'm saying?
you don't
Like
need you know what?
women,
And
let me say this one point. Women don't care about the situation. They care more if you're gonna do something about the situation. Do something
absolutely.
about the situation. Go
Absolutely.
ahead today.
And it's a lot of things that causes men not to um medical things. And
Hmm.
I'm a naturopath. I think there's some natural things that
Hmm.
people could do.
Hmm.
And I don't subscribe to medication.
Hmm.
But women are understanding that if they love you, they in it to win it.
Hmm.
And that's a deeper another conversation.
That's another
But
conversation.
a lot of the things that happen with the body is our fault, right? Because we're not
Hmm.
paying attention to. We got to be healthy. Stop eating all that shit. Stop doing
Hmm.
stupid shit.
Hallmark sandwiches with
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
goddamn
all the
Krispy
stuff you
Kreme.
eating, all the stuff you eating and stuff.
Right.
Diabetes is
Well,
causes a man
well,
not to have
all of
an
them.
erection.
Look at everybody. Look at everybody. Look at the women right here.
I can't
Change
see
it.
it. I don't
I
see
know.
it. Why?
Oh, it's
What?
it's it's right here. It's right here in the section right here. It says change your diet, diabetes, blood pressure meds.
You have
Uh,
to read the mark. For
I'm
some
reading.
reason, if I flip the
That's why it
phone,
should
can
be on
I
your
see it?
laptop. That's
I
right.
know, but it wasn't working. I don't see any
You don't.
comments.
That's that,
No.
that's yeah. That's okay. I'll read it out
Okay.
to you. It's a up in. Oh yeah. Okay. So Kevin asked you this one. He asked this: lights on or lights off during sex.
I'm Kevin. Shoot, I didn't mess up the phone. Okay.
There you go.
Can you see me now? I didn't
Yeah.
mess up the phone.
No, you
Kevin,
good.
I am a lights on and a lights off, and I don't put boundaries around my sexual life because I'm with my man. And I like the men that I'm with, I'm attracted to them with
Mhm.
everything. Even if they gain a little weight, I didn't gain a little weight, but we're gonna lose the weight together. So I
Mhm.
want to see every aspect of it, but I also want to go to sleep sometimes. So if we have to do a quick and the lights are off and I'm like, you need to be satisfied, I'm gonna turn the
Mhm.
lights off.
All right.
And then we gonna roll over and go to sleep. And I don't want to be spooned and he don't either. So
Okay,
I,
so
I
okay, I
done
think
messed the phone up. I done
no,
messed
you
it up,
good
Mike. I
now.
don't even see
You
you.
good now. Okay, so this is the last question right here. And I think somebody have one more question for you, but I got this one. would you go back and change? Would you like to go back to your? Would you like to go back to your past or see your future? Which one?
See my future. My past doesn't serve me anymore.
Right.
So I don't go to the past. I've never went back to any man that I completely broke things off with. I've never went back to them.
Mm, okay. Okay. So
And
look,
I don't want to either.
somebody asks, "What's your thoughts on hedonism in Jamaica?" Kevin again.
I love it, Kevin. Hedonism. Okay, so this is a funny story, Kevin. I I have traveled and lived all over the world.
Mhm.
And I happened upon a hedonism in Spain, and it was all kind of people, right? And I was like, what is going on? And they were really free, but hedonism is not sex. It is just being free with being naked. I don't have a problem with that. I don't think my man or the men that I have dated, they aren't happy with that. But I am a free spirit. Like at home, I want to be free, and my man does too. Like I usually attract who I am, and so I just close. Ugh. So people just really in hedonism, they go, and he's Kevin probably been to one. They really just go.
Go ahead.
But they really are just going to express their freedom of being nude, and a lot of countries do it. It is not a sexual thing. It really is just a freedom to be out sunbathing, enjoying the sun, having a party with people who don't care about clothes. It is not swinging. It's not a sexual. If you've gone to something and it's like that, that's not what I have studied or what I've known people to
Mhm.
practice.
Gotcha, gotcha. Okay, so that was the last one. That was the last one, right there. I know you. You said you got something you got going on, huh? What you got going on?
You in my business, Mark.
Yeah, I'm in your business. Ain't nobody looking. Look. I turned it off.
Mark, I got my
Now be
blings
quiet.
on. You said I didn't come with my grills, but I got my blings. I am really so I am
You got a
extremely
date tonight.
studied. Do I have
You-
a none? No, I don't. None of your
Oh,
business.
okay.
I am extremely studied. I got a study. I got a project that's due tonight at
Hmm.
midnight. So
That's
I
cool.
I'm working. I really am going to be. I am a practicing behavioral specialist, which requires you to operate in a therapeutic space. So I work as a counselor, and now I'm becoming a doctor, so I can actually prescribe and subscribe people to things that they need. So as a cannabis, as in this practice, I do a lot of natural things. So I grow cannabis. I educate people about cannabis. I use
Hmm.
cannabis to help people in to have healthy sex lives. I use other herbs and things like that. So I have a
Hmm.
project to do, and I got to go check on my crop.
Got you. All right. Well, we're gonna let her get the sharecropping and anything and
We
everything
we
right quick.
got we got 3 more minutes. You better see if people
We
have
got
any
3 more
questions.
minutes.
Cause you told me we're gonna go for an hour and 15 minutes. We did
Oh, well,
30
let's keep
minutes.
going then. Damn.
Oh,
Okay. And look, I'm gonna hear. Look, we got Rhonda and Kevin in here going back. Okay. So one of the biggest things. Okay. So look, check it. So since you right there, then hold on for a second. I got something for
I
you.
feel like this my screen kind of got messed up. I
You was
was
actually
seeing
doing
you.
pretty good.
Can you see me though?
Yeah. Well, okay. So let me ask you a question, and then we'll both answer this question. What's the biggest misconception that men have about you?
About me?
Yeah. What you've heard? Like, what's the biggest misconception?
Why is this about me?
I'm
Oh, this is
asking
your
you that.
question. Oh, this
No,
is your
I'm
question.
asking you
Oh,
that.
that I am I'm a gold digger. And I'm a snob.
How the hell
I
they get that? That you're a gold
because
digger.
they don't because I have big requests when men are interested in me. I have a big request, but I am a GOAL. See, I will date men who don't make more money than me. Right now I'm a
Okay.
full-time student,
Okay.
but I have had six-figure big jobs.
Hmm. I thought you were
And a
about to
lot
say
of
something
men,
else. I was saying, whoa,
well,
hold on.
I'm not gonna say my salary, but a lot of men are intimidated by the fact that I made as much as I made. And when I was in a relationship with them, I would tell them, but if you have a $1 billion mindset, you can live in this room. It can be your whole house. But if you got a billionaire mindset, then I'm rolling with you because if we are if we become one, I'm elevated, so you obviously are elevated, and people just need time and space to get things. I am not working right now. I'm a college student, but I got
Mhm,
businesses,
mhm.
and it's not anybody's business, but I'm not making the six figures that I used to make when I worked in the Fortune 500s. But it still don't mean I'm not a billionaire, right?
Right.
I'm gonna get there. I got to get back to where I was because I'm taking time off. I haven't worked in a couple years. I'm taking time off to build my business, and I want my man to build with me. And if he doesn't want to take the risk with me, if he's stingy, if he is all about his $2 and not the $1 billion dream, I'm not interested. So men think I'm a gold digger when I'm like, you ain't got enough money for me. But it's the mind. Money
The
is a
currency is the
myth.
actions, and the currency is the
Absolutely.
mindset and the action.
Yep.
That's the currency.
Yep.
Right. I get it.
If you cheap, then I'm already knowing that it ain't gonna work.
Yeah. I think
But I
I
want you to
think
be financially smart too. It's two different things.
I think the biggest misconception I have about me is damn, like I'm a ladies man. Am I a ladies man, Shanae? You know me.
Not
Tell the
you
truth.
used to be. You used to
Oh,
be.
right.
You used to be.
Was it me
Um,
being a ladies man, or me just exploring what relationships, or excuse me, exploring women due to the fact I had technically before I during that period when you, especially around the time you met me, it was more so about coming off of not just dating. I mean dating and then a marriage. You know, I was married, so you talking about 10 years out. So yeah, of course I would
you
explore.
you you did this to yourself. This is why people thought. Oh well, first of all, you told too many people, and men, you shouldn't date in the same circles because women start to talk
Right.
because they competing
You
against each
don't
other.
be thinking about that when you out
But
here
you
on the
should.
hunt.
You should.
I know.
That gets you caught up.
Right.
You had too many people on your load, and that became,
My load down.
yeah. And then the women that you could have invested in to really get
Mm.
to know, you were spread so thin, so you didn't know who to properly date, right? And
And I
so
probably wasn't ready for it though. I probably was
you
ready
were
to do
not,
that.
you were
Right.
not, and I
Right.
I tried to tell
I
you,
can
but
admit that. Well, no, I never said no. I never said that I was ready. I I never said I was like really
but you
ready.
was ruining lives because you wasn't ready,
Hold on
right?
now, ruining life.
You want me to answer? Okay, so
Yeah, ruining
as
life.
a therapeutic thing, you were not emotionally ready
Right.
to date. You were still in pain. Hurt people, and you were all about I ain't gonna get hurt. I'm gonna go out here. I'm gonna kick it, and you gave me permission to say this, but
No, I'm listening.
you had not gotten over your divorce. You didn't give yourself time. And I know you like to kick it, you like to travel, you like good food. Do that in your healing process. When I went through my divorce, I didn't want nobody around me but people who
Okay.
was kicking it.
Okay.
And
So
I
how?
was letting everybody know. I had one person that I allowed into my space to be intimate with, and he fucked it up because he started trying to date my friend because he he
And,
didn't want to wait for me, right? He didn't want to wait for me.
and yes, I was door to explore. You damn right. But I'm gonna
And
tell
you
you something.
explored some of the wrongest people, and I was like,
But
what's
guess
he
what
doing with
though?
that dummy?
At a certain at this at right, I can agree that now. But guess what? I knew what I wanted at the time. Here's the thing: there was a process. I don't think you know this part. This is the part you probably don't know. Now you right. While you're in the process of going through exploring or whatever during that time, you don't make the best decisions. But I also didn't care if I made the best decisions or not, right? Not because
Because you
I
were
was hurt.
hurt, Mark. It's
Okay, but
called
listen, hold
grief.
on. Time out. The only hurt I shared, and look, this is a conversation that you and I having even as amongst, and this is a real conversation. The only hurt I had was the fact that I didn't leave earlier. That I was hurt based upon my actions, not what my situation brought out. Right? I wasn't hurt by that because I knew where I was. I knew who
That
I
is
was
not
dealing with.
true. As
Hold on.
okay,
Let me finish.
okay.
I'm telling you to be this being real. I know what you think. I know what you saw, but I'm telling you. whatever I did, my hurt came from me not being me not leaving when I should have left. I don't a person's actions. I knew who I was dealing with well before I even started dealing with them. I knew that.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna break this down because somebody just sent me another question and I want to answer a
Okay, go
couple more
ahead.
questions before we go. You were hurt by those actions, but you
No, I
had gotten
wasn't.
to. Can I assess you? Can I
No,
assess
no,
you?
no, 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 no. You can't assess me because I can tell. If you're gonna assess
So
me, I
you
need you to.
you you got married. You got married knowing that your marriage was gonna fail.
I got married because I wasn't confident in my marriage. Yes.
You got married and you weren't confident in this woman in the first place
No, no. Right. My ego got in the way.
in the
My
beginning.
in the beginning, my ego got in the way.
So you got married just because your ego told you to get married.
Not looking back, yes.
So y'all had
Look,
no chemistry. You did not love her.
no, no. I loved her, but my ego was the thing that I got. Listen, the marriage, as far as the process of me being married, right? I know she probably says one day, but it's okay.
No, let's
Um,
not talk about this
no, no, no,
because
no, no,
this
no. We
no
can't. No,
because
we
I want to
can't.
respect her as
No,
a
no, 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 no.
as my
Because we're
profession.
cool.
Let me say this. I know too much, right? And I know a lot, and I do this professionally, and I would love to talk to you about this offline because nobody gets married. Well, you know what? This is deeper
Hold on,
conversation.
no,
We
no.
need
Go
more
ahead.
time.
Nobody. No, this is a teaching moment for everybody. Nobody gets married when what? Feel it.
Well,
Feel
I'm gonna
that,
say
man.
I can speak for you.
Okay, go ahead.
You did not, and I know you, right? And I'm gonna speak as your friend, and I'm gonna speak as a therapist.
Okay,
No one should get married based on ego.
you're right.
Okay? But ego comes in when someone is hurt. And so we just,
Uh-uh.
or when someone is conditioned because I'm getting too old, I got to get married. There are so many things around why people get married and they fail at marriage. And it's going to take me longer than 4 more minutes because that's all we got. And I think
Right.
you want to hear this
Well, I'll say
question.
this. I'll say this right quick, and I want his question. My ego had something to do with someone of the same sex, meaning that there was another guy on the end. That's the ego thing. That's me a battle between two men, right? That makes
Okay,
you try to
ego,
no, no. What the ego was, you're not gonna
absolutely.
allow, huh?
Mark, you know that you told me this story, and that's why I'm saying
I
I don't have enough time.
r-
I know
right
this
no, no.
story,
We
and
we can
we have
always
debated on this so many times.
right, but see, you can't debate. See, here's a and this
No,
is a
no,
real
no.
free
I'm
conversation.
debating
You
in
can't
the fact that
debate.
you don't trust me as a therapist and
No, no.
understanding the ego,
I
pride, and hurt.
okay. So, but a therapist also has to take in, like, okay. So when a person
You're not
comes to
my
you,
client. We on this talk. I'm on your talk show
I,
tonight
I,
talking
I
about date night.
Sinead, and this is see y'all. This is how we usually talk for real in real life, and
We
y'all
do.
just didn't know the conversation. So listen, Sinead. Here's what I'm trying to say. If you being a therapist, there's an intake form. I'm giving you more intake. I understand. I understand now, and I can trust what you're saying as to being real. But what I'm telling you right now at this point is that that was where it was. And you could you could therapize me.
Somebody just sent me a message and said, Mark, you need a whole session with Shanae by yourself. Can they really want to know what this question is?
What question is?
Is that Kevin? Did Kevin find me on social media?
Nah,
So
what
the question is, this woman is having struggles with giving head with her man, and he does
wait,
not
y'all
like it.
suck the
Mark,
nigga
I can
off
talk
and
to
be
you all
done with it.
day.
Next question.
This is a good question.
Go ahead.
And she is 35, is what she's saying. And she's asking, is it too late for her to learn how to properly give head? No, it's never too late to do
Oh my
anything.
god.
And actually, the best teacher to give you an idea of what they want is your man.
Hmm.
I will tell you, I became better at gifting my guy head because I would ask questions, he would tell me, and we were not playing games about it because that was something that he really desired. And it is a great it's a great experience when you guys grow together. So if he's not mature enough to say, babe, I don't want you to use your teeth, or babe, can you use more tongue, or babe, can you um grab me like this, babe, can you lick around here, if he's not mature enough, then both of y'all are not mature enough, because you're asking the question to say, is it too late? And if he's not teaching you, or you guys aren't comfortable enough with talking to each other about something so serious that it's obviously a serious question for you, then you guys, I would suggest therapy, because it is important for a couple to be able to have those type of conversations, especially if you guys are married and you want it for the long haul. And I know there's other things that are important, but that's, a man really needs a release, and a woman does too.
So let me answer it the other way then. Forget all that other stuff, right? Look, grab his dick, right? Put your mouth on him and ask him what he like or don't like, okay?
That's your preference. That's your preference, and you need to tell your future woman what you like. But this
Right.
is
No, she needs to right. She needs to grab it and she need to look up at him and ask him what did he like. Do you like this? Oh, you like that? Oh, you don't like that, do you?
so I'm
That's
gonna
what you
call
do.
you. I'm gonna call you Mrs. Let me see. Let me. I don't want to tell her name, Mrs. Webex, because
There you
I'm
go,
looking at
WebEx.
Mrs. Webex. Don't look it up. It's nothing out there that can help you to satisfy your man. Have
Right.
conversations with him, and really,
Exactly.
like, take your time. Like, don't make it a joke.
Mhm.
This is, it's a very, you two, you're grown. I don't know how old you are for real, but oh, she said she's really in her 30s. Um, you
No, it
can
ain't too late.
really just make it a very sexy, fun time, just to talk to your man and say, "Baby, what do you want? What do you like?" And it can become a very sensual, exciting experience for you two in the bedroom. Don't go to your girlfriends, because they not the experts on what he needs. Talk to
Right.
him.
Right.
All
Communication
right,
is
so
definitely.
Mark, I gotta go
Well, go.
because
Hey,
I
look,
am
we
way.
can. You the one kept going talking about some
No, I'm
grab
saying
the.
because we it's I did go over because we talked about you, but it's, I'm
Right,
gonna
it's great
answer one more
conversation.
question. Any questions in the chat, or can we
Nah,
wrap this?
that's it. We can wrap it up right now because I already know how they could go. But yeah, that's a good
Where my boy
conversation. And
Kevin
we'll
at?
bring you back over there. Get looking at some tickets to go to hedonism in Jamaica.
Listen, I appreciate you
Right.
allowing me in this space. I'm very proud of you. This is a great format. I see that you have had some people that I know on here
Hmm.
and talking about some real stuff, and I love realness. So I
Hmm.
want to say thank you for being my friend. Thank you
Oh yeah.
for being so amazing. I posted it and I said that, I get excited about talking to my friends. I did a podcast with another one of my friends a couple weeks ago, and
Hmm.
I'm doing another podcast with a friend next week. And I have just been honored and blessed to have such amazing people in my life. So I'm loving your healing. I'm loving your growth. And you're looking good, friend. But I hope to see you when I'm in Atlanta the next time.
Well, hit me
Okay.
up, man. We'll hang,
All right.
we'll hang on. All right, then.
Now,
I appreciate it. Go ahead. Go
okay.
ahead.
And
Go
do
ahead.
you
Go ahead,
stay
Sinay.
on here and I can leave?
You can leave if you want to. Go ahead. Go ahead. I know you here waiting
Okay.
on you. All
Okay. Bye.
right. So yeah, guess what? Another great show. That was really like a friend's conversation, just kind of kicking back, her own ideas and things she like to do. Also her opinions. So just excuse me, just a reminder, this is an open platform. If you ever want to come on the show, just hit me up in the inbox. Hit me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, however you want to hit me, just hit me up. And then you can come on. This is a sounding board. This is an open platform for everybody to come on. We can talk relationships, dating, sex, whatever you want to talk about. We'll definitely be able to have some fun. But other than that, you guys have a good night, have a good week, and we'll see you next Sunday. So I'm gonna start going. Excuse me, every Sunday at 8 o'clock. I have a new guest. I think next week I'm gonna have the fellas come back in with me next week, and I'm gonna bring some females on so we can have us a good time here at date night. So